welcome to the Labor Academy. I'm still your village boy, reaching out to you again on another topical issue. Today we are going to be talking about the limitations of replacement cost. In a time like this where there's a rapid increase in the prices of inputs, it is not uncommon for businesses to want to charge price to fix a price on their product based on the replacement cost. Because, for instance, if you just bought your product for maybe $10 and you hear that the market, even with the cost price now is about $9, and you normally charge a particular percentage. So the tendency is, okay, you want to increase your price immediately so as to compensate for those materials when you go back to sell them. So, and it makes some logic, makes a lot of sense to do that, because a business is set up to make profits. A business is set up to add value to what you are doing, and apart from your input, even there are other factors that you put into consideration before you charge a price, for the goods or service you render. As good and logical that using a replacement cost to always fix your price, as good as it is, there's a limitation to it. It gets to a point that it's no longer sustainable, except you are a monopolist. When you are a monopolist, you can solely determine the price you want to charge for your product or your service. But if you are not, if you are operating in a competitive environment, competitive business, there is a limit to what price you can charge. And the simple thing is this: when you continue to increase the price based on replacement cost, it gets to a point that the patronage will drop. So, and the patronage will drop because it gets to a point that people can no longer afford your product or your service. So in that case, you may even have no choice than to absorb the loss that you may incur. If it is just a little distortion in price, there are times that replacement cost can be the only option for you to do. But when there seems to be a daily increase in the price of your input, the cost of your input, you get to a point that you may consider what we call weighted average cost, in which case you put your various price that you bought your inputs, and you find a weighted average or a simple average. That will also help you to know which margin you want to add to that to charge prices. So usually when the price goes high and you are charging, if the price drop, the price of input drops, there is always this tendency for sellers to say, oh, I am still selling the old stock, and because of that, I cannot reduce price. It makes some logical sense, no doubt. But if you look at the flip side of the coin, in a situation whereby your old stock was bought at a very lower price, and the price has just increased, the price of input has increased, that is the time that people think more of replacement cost, and it's a bit justified. Well, for me, if I sell now and I go back to the market and the amount I realize from selling cannot even buy the input, so there's a shortfall there. But the life of business is like there are times you make gains, there are times you make some losses. You have something. It's not going to be gain all the time. Like, for instance, in the foreign exchange market, it is very volatile. What organizations do is to provide for exchange rate gain or loss. So sometimes the rate could favor you, sometimes it may not favor you. So it's not every time that you are able to pass all these, when it does not favor you, to pass it on to the customers. You can always do that, but you can only do that at your own risk. Consider what do you do? What do we do if the price of input continue to increase and we don't want to use replacement cost? So that's one of the things you can do. You can reduce your margin. I've often said it: when you reduce your margin, then you aim at velocity. You aim at selling more quantity. Because if you price yourself beyond affordability, at the end of the day you lose. You can even go into bankruptcy. Your business can run down because you keep on increasing the price. Again, you also have to consider this product that I'm selling. Is there alternative to it? Of course, if there are alternatives, you discover that people will abandon what you are selling and go for the alternatives. So you have to know the limits to which you continue to put to charge. To do your costing by replacement cost. Replacement costing is not a bad thing, but when there is a rapid increase, in cost of inputs, then you get to a point you ask yourself, look, is it still advisable to continue to do? Or you want to pause that particular product. You go out together and say, hey, I don't want to deal in this kind of product because the rate at which this price is increasing, I don't want to burn my fingers. But if you don't have a choice, then you have to see, how do I make sacrifice? Maybe I'm gaining like $2 per product before. Maybe now I can't get more than $1 rather, or I'm gaining 5. Okay, I don't mind reducing my gain to 3. At least to be able to remain in business. So those are the kind of things you can do. Or if it is, some products are still within a reasonable price level, you can say, okay, let me focus on this price, on this product alone. This other one, because the way it's skyrocketing, maybe I have to put a pause in it before I burn my fingers. So what I'm saying in essence is that it's not every time you continue to use replacement costs. There are times it is the best thing to use, but there are times that it gets to a point that it becomes a burden, even a liability to continue to use replacement costs, because you can price yourself out of the market. Sacrifice you have to make, like a foreign exchange market, you have to provide for, some losses here and there. There's some profit here and there. It's not every time that you increase your margin by the same rate, because especially when the price is increasing, the price of input is increasing. For instance, if your margin is 30%, and there's this rapid increase in price, you can choose, okay, for me to remain in business, let me reduce my margin to 20%. At least it's better to sell some than not selling at all. So next time you want to continue to use replacement cost, pause and listen to this video. There are times that it may not work. And when such time occurs, it means you are gradually pricing yourself out of the market. And when you price yourself out of the market, you lose everything, literally speaking. So think, how often can I use replacement costs? Or at what point do I stop using replacement costs? How can I use average cost, especially if the fluctuation is not even? So I say I should just drop you. Don't forget, just listen to our to this. Subscribe if you have not subscribed. Thank you if you have subscribed. Share, like, and comment. Let us hear your opinion. Let there be cross-fertilization of ideas on this platform. Again, our focus on this channel is to ensure that you run a successful business and that your business is not running you. You are the one that is actually running your business. Until I come your way again, I remain your village boy. Thank you and God bless.